So you did a bit of research and you found that Plano and Frisco are two potential cities where you may see yourself living, but you aren't really aware of what all there is to know. That's why you're here. We're doing an in-depth comparison of Frisco and Plano. Both cities actually have, very unique qualities. They have vibrant communities and attractive amenities, but each offers a different flavor of suburban life. So we're going to explore the entertainment options, housing, the education system, cost of living, and the overall lifestyle of Frisco versus Plano. So the general statistics, Plano is actually located north of Dallas right here. It's south of Frisco, and it's about 71 square miles. It's the biggest suburb of Dallas. Frisco, on the other hand, is located right north of Plano. It's about 69 square miles. So they're really neck and neck in terms of square miles. From Plano to get to downtown Dallas, you're looking at about 20 minutes to 30-minute drive, depending on the traffic, even more. Frisco is about 50 minutes without tolls to get to downtown Dallas, and with the toll roads, it usually takes about 25 to 30 minutes to get there. And according to the World Population Review, the current population of Plano is 294,000. You have Plano's median household income ranging of 99,000 to 123,000. The current population of Frisco is 232,000, and the median household income in Frisco ranges from 145,000 to 175,000. From the general stats, Plano is a little bit more packed than Frisco. Before moving on, you're watching the Life in Dallas channel, where we talk about all things living in the Dallas metro, and my name is Shanza. I'm a real estate agent here in the DFW area, so do not hesitate to reach out to me, you guys. All my contacts will be down in the description box below. I will be more than happy to help you with the process. Now, starting with the entertainment and lifestyle, two crucial factors in determining the right city for you, because let's be real, if I'm taking a big step, moving to a new area, I would want there to at least be some fun around there and a nice environment where I can make friends and hang out. So starting off, Plano offers a more diverse mix of activities and attractions. They have the Legacy West area, which is an upscale development in Plano featuring high-end shopping, dining, and entertainment options. It's a great place to spend the day exploring new stores and enjoying fine dining. They also have the Shops at Legacy, which also offers a range of shopping and dining experiences. It's a very charming setting. It's kind of like an outlet feel. It's not really like a mall, but you also do have a mall there, which is the Willow Bend Mall as well. It has over 84 shops. There's so many shopping options in Plano. I think Plano has took the crown for the shopping aspect here. I go to my favorite shops, especially Sephora. You already know I'm a makeup girly, so we have to go there. There's also the amazing Plano downtown area, which has amazing food. The vibes are amazing. They have this live music venue. It's very walkable. It's a chill place. Frisco's downtown isn't really like that, but hey, they have something in the works. They're making it better. Plano has a heavy touch in history. It's such rich in history. They have the Railroad Museum right there next to the downtown area, and then they also have the Heritage Farm Museum. A lot of older structures in Plano. Plano also takes pride in their parks, to where 80% of their residents live within a 10-minute walk to a park. Plano has about 184 parks, ranging from small neighborhood parks to large community parks such as the Oak Point Park. And then they also have the Arbor Hills Nature Preserve. These are some of the biggest parks that they have. They also host several events throughout the year. There's just so much to do in Plano, you guys. It's so established. They have everything, okay? They have like kids arcades. They have the Crayola experience, which is a really nice place that you can go to. They have, farms that kids can go to. They have bars, lounges, hookah lounges. There's so many different tea places, dessert places. There's always like a new business opening up in Plano. They also have sports like golfing courses. They have tennis, basketball areas, soccer places. I don't pay attention heavily on the sports, but they do have a lot of things there. I mean, like my family members go and play cricket on a lot of their fields. They have like every sport that you can think of. They have the rec centers where you can go swimming, you can play basketball. There's a lot of sports that are played here like locally, just within the communities and stuff. But Frisco might take the crown for the sports part that we're going to discuss later. Plano is very big on food here. I love Plano for food more than Frisco. I mean, Frisco, I still love you. Plano just has about everything. It's so diverse when it comes to food, you guys. I'm telling you, no matter what race you are, you're gonna find your type of food here. You're gonna find different types of ethnic grocery stores, whether it be African grocery stores, Indian grocery stores, East Asian markets. Plano and Frisco both are very heavy on the cultural aspect, and that plays into the food. I'm always in Plano for some food. I absolutely love it, and I'm fat. I love food. So Plano is my absolute number one place to go to if I want food. And then I also eat halal food. So if you eat special types of food like that, like kosher food, halal food, and things like that, you're gonna find a lot of options there. A lot of options. Now, Frisco is known for its modern, vibrant atmosphere, but most importantly, it's a sports city. The city is home to at least a dozen professional and college sports organizations, including the Dallas Cowboys, the Dallas Stars, FC Dallas. And Frisco also features advanced sports medicine and research centers, which is amazing. It has state-of-the-art stadiums and 5 world-class sport venues, including the Star, a multi-use facility that includes the Dallas Cowboys Training Center, which is a hub for sports and entertainment. Adjacent to the Star, you'll have a variety of trendy restaurants here in this area and shops. They have the popular Concrete Cowboys, which is a restaurant and sports bar. A lot of my colleagues like going there. You have the Dr. Pepper Ballpark, which hosts Frisco Rough Riders minor league baseball team. And this facility also provides a lot of family-friendly entertainment throughout the year, festivals and things like that. You have the Toyota Stadium, which hosts the soccer games and many other events. We also have the PGA headquarters here now. This is a massive project, which includes a golf course, state-of-the-art golf resort, 600-acre mixed-use development that includes 2 18-hole championship golf courses, clubhouse, 30-acre practice facility, a performance center, and a Omni hotel here, and more, you guys. I mean, the list goes on. We will be here for a while if I sat here and gave you all the details. You also have the Frisco Square has the City Hall. Many festivals and events happen here. They have a seasonal ice skating rink, tons of shopping, dining, and entertainment spaces. It's like a city center of Frisco. You also have many shopping and dining areas near the Stonebriar Center as well. Now, Stonebriar Center is actually like a mall with over 218 shops. They have the Dave & Buster's there as well, arcade. They have restaurants. They have Kidzania, which is a big place for kids to enjoy. My nieces and my cousins love going there. Now, Frisco also has amazing dining options around the area, and I absolutely love it because I eat halal food, and you can't find a lot of options like in certain areas of the DFW. So I know that Plano and Frisco, I can depend on that area to have halal options. You could say this for both Plano and Frisco. They have like chai places serving like our favorite dishes, South Asian dishes, cute dessert places, nice restaurants, like mom and pop shops, fine dining places. There's always going to be a restaurant that you have never tried, always going to be a place that you can go to. Like every single day of the year you can eat out, and there'll still be some places that you're going to miss. And the fact that Plano and Frisco are like literally right next to each other, I mean, you can be in Frisco or you can be in Plano, drive 5, 10, 15 minutes to another city and have food. So I love how it's like jam-packed over there. The city of Frisco has over 50 parks, ranging from small neighborhood parks to large community parks, along with a system of trails and nature areas, which is a must. And I love that the city gives importance to these types of things. Both of the cities have a wide variety of entertainment and shopping and dining options, and both have a good mixture of everything. One major plus is that Plano is right next to Frisco, and Frisco is right next to Plano, is just a hop away. You can, easily enjoy all the amenities of another city while living in the other city. Now, I'm not mentioning every single entertainment spot in those cities because this video will be really long, but I'm just gonna give you like the overall rundown. Now let's dive into the cost of living, which is actually a crucial consideration for anybody moving to a new city. Now, Frisco, the cost of living is 10.4% more expensive than Plano, Texas. And you can see from this comparison chart right here what the cost of living differences are. Frisco is more costly, and the average home price is actually different from what it says on here. It shows a 29% difference, but the current data right now that I looked at, it's showing a 32% difference. So I guess you can say Frisco housing is 30 to 32% more expensive than Plano. So if you're considering to move and are budget conscious, then Plano might offer a little bit more flexibility for you. However, if you're drawn to the newer developments and can manage a higher budget, Frisco's modern amenities might be worth the investment. Let's move on to the actual housing in these cities. So in Plano, the homes are much older, going back to the 1970s. There's a lot of remodeled homes, but for the most part, you'll see homes that have that mid-century style, Tudor style, craftsmanship, farmhouse styles. There's some contemporary styles too. There's also Mediterranean types of homes. I love that there's a large variety of homes that you can find. There's not that many new communities, but you can still find communities that were built in the last 10 years. And I'm seeing a lot of townhomes and things like that are being built, so not too much of housing communities that are being constructed. Some of my clients do want to be like in a more established area and not want to be surrounded by construction all the time, so they prefer Plano over Frisco. But there's a chance that you may need to like put in some work in these houses to bring it up to date. I do love the neighborhoods in Plano because there's so many mature trees. Everything is just grown out, and I absolutely love that. And that provides a lot of shade, and that's very helpful during the summertime. So the neighborhoods are a bit older, and again, like you have a different variety of neighborhoods in Frisco. Like you have the small houses that are like start around 300,000 range and go up well over the multi-millions. If you like that with a lot of amenities, even though it's not like brand new amenities, they'll still have a lot of times like tennis courts, they'll have a pool, a clubhouse, and things like that will still cater to your needs. Plano offers a nice ambience. Now the Frisco communities will be much newer than Plano, and Plano started developing way before Frisco, so that's why you see much older neighborhoods in the Plano area. I do also love the neighborhoods in Frisco compared to Plano. I love the newer feel. Even though I like the mature trees and bushes and things like that in Plano, you could get that in some of the Frisco neighborhoods that were developed early on, but for the most part, Frisco will have more newer developments. Some of the newer developments, there's like these little tiny trees. There's not enough shade. I mean, some communities, when they build it out, they do a good job in preserving the nature around there, but some communities, they just flatten it out. The Frisco neighborhoods have like much modern looking amenities. You know, a lot of the master plan communities have the clubhouses, the fitness centers. They also have pools, splash pad, trails all throughout. You get a lot of contemporary styles here. You have some traditional and Tudor style homes as well. I know the Mediterranean style is big as well. You have the modern farmhouse styles that are in nowadays. There's different options that you have in Frisco as well. There's also several established neighborhoods in Frisco where sometimes I'm going through a Frisco neighborhood, I think it's a Plano neighborhood. You could find much older homes in Frisco as well, but you won't find that many in the 1970s and the 1980s like you would in Plano. In Frisco, you can find houses as low as 300,000. They will probably be around 1,000 square feet with like 2 bedrooms or something, but you could get something bigger in Plano for that price, even though it will probably be older. But Frisco does start around the 300,000. If you're looking for like new construction, wanting more custom building options, Frisco is definitely the place to go if you want to build from ground up. I mean, you could buy land in Plano and build that way, but if you want to be in a community and things like that, Frisco is the option to go. If you want to build a new construction, some of the builders actually let you customize a lot. Like I know Grand Homes lets you customize a lot that regular production builders don't let you do. So you have those options as well. There's also some communities where you can buy your own lot, build your own house however you want to. Like I mentioned before, Frisco homes do seem to be about 30%-ish more expensive than the homes in Plano. So overall, the housing in these two cities differ. If you're going to be buying a house in Frisco, you can expect to be around a lot of construction, new communities being built. There's a lot of developments coming through for Frisco. I mean, there's constantly something going on over there. In Plano, you really won't get a lot of that. Now let's talk about the education, which is an essential factor for families whose children are planning to continue their education. Both Frisco and Plano ISDs are renowned for their strong academic programs and their innovative approaches to education. These districts are known to emphasize on technology and personalized learning, preparing students for future success. The districts are known for their rigorous curriculum and a wide array of extracurricular activities. They also have advanced placement and special programs catering to many types of students. So they're really big on sports here in these schools as well. Texas in general is big on sports. It's almost like its own religion here. Plano has a rating of B at 89 out of 100 with 79 schools. And this independent school district bleeds into neighboring cities such as Frisco, Dallas, Richardson, Allen, Carrollton, Garland, Lucas, Murphy, Parker, and Wiley. Wow, that was a mouthful. Frisco ISD has a rating of A, so it's like 95 out of 100. Mind you, these are scores from 2022. They do have 77 schools in Frisco ISD that also bleed into Plano, McKinney, Little Elm. One important thing regarding these schools, you guys, well, two important things. So one, Plano has a senior high type of system where your kids will go to the regular, pre-K to 5th grade, then they'll go to 6th to 8th for middle school, and then they'll go to 9th to 8th for high school, and then they place them in one of the 3 senior highs with grades 11 and 12. So that's how Plano does it. Frisco, on the other hand, they have 12 high schools from 9th to 12th grade, which is more of a traditional style system that many are used to. So that is something that you may want to know before you move to the area. The second thing is every school is rated differently. For example, you could be zoned for a school that's rated 6 out of 10 if you're in Frisco. And then you can go to Plano and be rated and be zoned for a school that's 9 out of 10 in Plano. So each school obviously has their own rankings. Your children will go to schools based off what schools they're zoned for. These cities do offer some amazing private schools, especially Plano, you guys. Plano has some great private schools, especially if you're looking for Islamic private schools. Some of these private schools have wait lists for years. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, especially the recent boom that we had, you guys. Obviously, this area was not prepared for the boom that had happened, okay? And a lot of the schools, people are complaining they're overpacked and things like that. But, hopefully they're building more schools in the Frisco area, I know for sure. So we can just hope for the best, right? Let's talk about the community and the lifestyle, which can greatly influence your overall living experiences. Now, Frisco is characterized by its rapidly expanding community and its modern infrastructure. It's a city on the rise with a focus on innovation and growth. Residents there enjoy kind of a fast-paced lifestyle. Not that fast-paced, but more fast-paced than some of the other cities. With plenty of new developments and opportunities, Frisco's community events such as the festivals and the sports game foster such a vibrant and engaging environment. There's so much diversity here of different types of races, ethnicities, so many things that people of color can do. And I'm talking about Frisco, but I noticed that both about Plano and Frisco, I'm intertwining these two things. Both these cities have culturally inclusive events throughout the year that their community throws. In Frisco, they had the Pakistan Independence Day program. They have the Eid programs, even Hindu events, they have Diwali programs and things like that. They have the East Asian events as well. If you're a person of color, you are not going to be excluded, trust me, because this community is very accepting of people, and there's so many different types of races and ethnicities here that you're definitely going to find your people here in your community where you can, grow and make friends and connections and everything like that. There's also different places of worship here in the Frisco area. You have churches, mosques, the temples, synagogues, things like that. There's way more that I'm not even mentioning, but just know that it's very inclusive when it comes to religion. And I love that the people are just so loving and accepting of other people's differences. And a lot of times, people think it's a Texas and people are going to be racist or people are not going to be tolerant of other people, but that's not the case here, you guys. There's a lot of tolerance. There's a lot of inclusivity. I don't know if that's a word. It's very inclusive. I haven't really experienced racism and things like that. I know that people always ask me that. I can't speak for other people, but Plano, on the other hand, offers a little bit more established and balanced lifestyle. The city has a rich history and a strong sense of community. So does Frisco. But it's a mix with urban and suburban charm. Those community events and local gatherings often have a more laid back vibe compared to Frisco's, high energy scene. But then again, you guys, everybody goes to different types of events. If there's an event in Frisco, people from Plano go. So there's so many events, you guys, in both of these cities. Both of these cities have their own sense of community. And you also have your community, whether, if you're in a religious community or if you're in a community that has to do with your country, South Asian community. I always say South Asian because I'm South Asian, so I'm using that, as an example. Where you can meet new people. I've met so many people in both Frisco and Plano. I made some amazing friends and networked with a lot of great people. I feel so safe being in Plano and Frisco, honestly, you guys. I feel like I can openly express myself. People could be of two different political parties and still be friends with each other. So let's move on to the future outlooks on the developments. Now, Plano is pretty much built out, but with infrastructure and transportation, Plano is investing heavily in its infrastructure to accommodate the expanding population, you guys. there's like a population boom in the DFW area. I hope you guys know that. So there's significant upgrades planned for the roads and the public transportation. The city is enhancing its public transit options, including the new DART, which is the Dallas Area Rapid Transit lines. They're doing that to improve the connectivity with the broader Metroplex. Also, you could see some new apartment complexes or townhouses here and there. They're also expanding green spaces and community centers. For commercial developments, they're expanding the Willow Bend Mall. So they're keeping about 400,000 square feet of existing mall space, and the rest of the mall will be demolished. There will be residential buildings, high-rise hotel, office building, some green spaces, and they're also doing a $3 billion Legacy West development. They're going to have a 24-story tower and an 18-story high-rise apartment building. Other than that, there isn't much going on in terms of development. It's pretty much established already. Plano is just, everywhere you turn, there's always going to be something. It has so much going on for itself, and then Frisco, on the other hand, is rapidly growing, and it's making headlines with the ambitious developments plans that it has. Frisco is positioning itself as a major business hub with significant developments, such as the $5 billion Frisco Station project. The next phase of this mixed-use hub will include the towers, a district with the office space, a hotel, retail spaces, and 4 high-end dining options, which is going to be near the Star. So the city is also redeveloping the downtown Frisco. I mean, it should, because that downtown Frisco is not the best looking. And they're going to make the main street more active that I showed. It's going to make it more pedestrian friendly. They also have planning to build out like a plaza and a performing stage with like food trucks. So that's expected to be completed around 2026. So in regards to the residential and mixed use developments, Frisco's real estate market is booming for sure, with numerous new residential projects underway, which includes the Fields development, which is $10 billion development, 2,500 acre master plan development that includes a mixed use residential, commercial, retail, and industrial use. I mean, they'll have about over 14,000 homes, apartments, including 180 acre subdivision called the Fields West with hillside homes. Oh my God, you guys, this is going to be beautiful. There's also going to be over 500 acres of commercial office development sites, including like low-rise campuses, mid-rise and high-rise urban office towers, 350,000 square foot of retail and restaurants, over 250 acres of parks and open spaces, including 25 miles of trails. So it's a very exciting concept, you guys, coming to Frisco. I cannot wait to see how this plans out. In regards to the infrastructure and transportation, Frisco is also making substantial investments to its infrastructure to support its rapid growth. The city is expanding the road network, and it's set to benefit from the new DART rail lines extending to the area. The expansion of the Dallas North Tollway is also a critical development, enhancing access to and from Frisco. So in regards to like the community and lifestyle, their future development includes like new parks, sports facilities, entertainment venues. The city's emphasis on creating a dynamic and attractive living environment is reflected in projects like the $500 million PGA Frisco development. They also have several communities being developed and other developments coming to Frisco. So they also have the $550 million theme park resort in Frisco called the Universal Kids Resort, which is expected to open mid-2026. A lot of other small developments coming to Frisco. If you're going to be living in Frisco, depending on where you are, you might be surrounded by constant construction all the time. Frisco has a lot of development left for itself. Both Frisco and Plano offer unique advantages and cater to different types of lifestyles with a lot of similarities as well. Frisco excels with its modern amenities, sports, culture, and rapid growth, making it ideal for those seeking for like a more vibrant contemporary setting. Plano has a diverse range of activities. It has established communities. It's a little bit more affordable when it comes to the housing options, and it provides a balanced and comfortable lifestyle. Not saying that Frisco's does not, but this is just mostly what people said. But for the most part, you guys, you won't really know the feel just by me talking about it or showing you anything. You'll get an actual feel on what location is correct for you when you come here, drive through the neighborhoods. When you start doing those type of things and getting out here in the field, then you'll get an actual good idea on what place you would prefer to live in. Ultimately, the choice between Frisco and Plano will depend on your personal preferences and your priorities. If you would like more information, you guys, don't hesitate to reach out to me. All my contacts will be down in the description box below. You can fill out my buyer seller questionnaire. You can text me, email me, whatever the case is. I'll be more than happy to help. And make sure to check out the rest of my videos where I go around the DFW area and discuss different cities and the housing market and things like that, as they may be informative to you. And I will see you in my next video.